Ready.
We've reached week 6 in the NFL as the Panthers play host to the Vikings. Minnesota goes for their 4th win in the last 5 against Carolina. And it's coming your way next.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Entering play call screen.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his 4th season from USC, a former 3rd overall pick, Sam Darnold.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Raekwon Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. Under pressure, they got him again. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
in this one.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take it
button.
42.
Cross button. Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. 94 will the spot. AHP dive. The spot.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
Cross button.
Oh, good move.
R2 button.
Through and he's got space. And now the rookie's free.
R2 button.
Carolina. Javonte Williams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pat attempt is selected.
Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
See very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Eckler.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And Charles, despite this lead.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out. The next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of driving.
Entering play call, first HB corner, HB dive.
I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Triangle button. Cross button.
That's going to be
button.
Waddle. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. First HB corner. ISO. Slants. Inside zone.
Scan the field.
Slants.
Here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
R1 button. Triangle button.
Open man.
Cross button.
Freiermuth. And able to break one tackle, but then
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. On plan, there are 9. Player, there are 9 Jalen Waddle, Justin Jefferson, Justin X first cross.
6'5" and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
X first cross.
The football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Cross button. R1 button. Triangle button.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Byron Coward busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been spent.
Entering play call, Justin Jefferson, player, there are formation, there are 9, special, Hail Mary, concept, screen, play action, do, pop, red, sprint HB, pa HB wheel.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Cross button.
Action. It's Fields.
Square button. R2 button.
Touchdown Panthers. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis.
Entering play call, search suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Have empty selected.
Settled in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Running on first down, Eckler. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Oh, that's into his face, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Another nice decision there by Marcus Peters to go for the football, and he comes down with it yet again. Since coming into the league in 2015, no one has more interceptions than Marcus Peters. He's averaged better than 5 per year.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Entering play call, X out. AHD stretch.
A give to Williams, running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Fade HB reel. AHB base. Fade HD reel.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
Cross button.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
R2 button.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Roll combo. AHD dive. X out.
In that situation,
AHD base.
back to their practice and
spot.
game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on
Inside zone split.
previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Check, check, 47. Coming. I'm coming. Check right 47. Check right 47.
They'll try and run for
R2 button.
Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Gun plan. Player. There are 9. Formation. I-form. Strong. I-form. Glow. Mesh. Drag wheel. AHD sweep. Flankered. AHD lead dive.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Cross button.
Here we go.
R2 button.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give running left is Eckler. Ooh, with a juke. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's hauled in by Shepard. So they give up the completion there, but defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stop.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A first down throw, Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's in.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Push what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Darnold now to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
His hands a lot quicker.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory.
Entering play call, blows, mesh,
Many points.
drag wheel,
The guy with the
PhD sweep,
on the sidelines, the head coach. That was
formation, concept, keep,
get the first down.
play action, cat, do, cost, red, cost print HB flat, cost print HB flat, ha HB real.
The wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll fake the handoff, now field.
Mouse button. Circle button.
In Fryermuth, right side.
Cross button.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Entering play, Padu. Pass printage, concept, screen pass, run. Inside zone split. AHB zone WK.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
47 is the mark. 47 is the mark.
Cross button.
They'll hand it off now.
Cross button.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 65 yards rushing for him.
Entering play call, inside zone. There are 11 categories. Inside zone split. Zone fit jet. AHB zone WK.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Switch up, switch up. 47 is the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. Don't get nervous.
They'll run it with Williams.
Button.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26.
Entering play call, inside zone. There are 11 categories. Concept, formation. There are 9 player. There are Jalen Waddle. Jalen Watt, close paseo. D-spot.
And 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Cross button.
Clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
Entering play, close paseo. D-spot. R1 button.
47 is the mark. 47 is the mark.
R1 button. Circle button. R1 button. R1 button. R2 button.
The Jefferson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Entering play call, close paseo. Jets weak. Player, there, Javonte Williams. Javon, 26, AHD inside zone.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal.
47 is the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. I can't believe that you play.
Cross button.
They'll try.
Button.
This is Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers.
Entering play, player, their formation, their special, Hail Mary, concept, screen, play action, do, pa red, pass printed, pa HD wheel. Square button.
One play action. Fields.
Cross button. Circle button.
Into his tight end flyer move. And it looks like he'll be just a yard.
Entering play call. There are 2 categories. Concept. There are 9. Screen pass. Run.
It's 3rd and goal.
So much goes into a success.
Inside zone split.
Action there, freezing the deep.
HD zone WK.
Bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
March 47. March 47. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Cross cutting.
They'll try to run.
Cross cutting.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let me...
Entering play call. Coach on plan. There are player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. Concept. Screen. Play action. Do. Do. Pass sprint HD flat. Red. Do left. Red.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Cross cutting.
Snap it to Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old man?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Eckler, they run left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 82 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26 following a game.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This offense, we know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The handoff, it's Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Fights loose. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. And down right around the 32-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And Diggs has it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Jordan Poyer, the league's leading tackler among safeties last year, in to make the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Everyone was in the right place.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Fourth down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
R2 button.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
Entering plate. Kadu.
About running
Ha
backs.
HP wheel.
I have
Kadu.
no idea how many yards I
Ha
have.
HP wheel.
Have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Cross button. Circle button.
Got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be upended at the 20.
Entering play call. Do. There. Kadu. Concept. Screen pass. Run.
Because if
Inside zone split.
scheme up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
March 47. March 47.
Cross button.
On second down.
R2 button.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Entering play call. Inside zone split. AHB zone WK.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tackles. Hey, check flag 47. Check flag 47. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Let's put that team on the bus.
Cross button.
Williams.
Cross button.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Entering play call. Inside zone. There are 11 categories. Inside zone split. Zone fig jet. Inside zone split.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Now a handoff. Here's
Triangle button.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level.
Entering play call. Inside zone split.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, check flag 47. Check flag 47. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Shut up. 47's the mic. I got you, punk.
On the ground, this is Williams.
R2 button.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down.
Entering play call. Inside zone. Concept. Option. Quick pass. Medium pass.
On the ground, but I think the
Quick
play gets
option.
made
Run.
by the
Screen.
defensive front,
Play action.
because
Do.
if they can't get upfield,
Far red.
their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their
Entering play call.
This
Concept.
he just
Screen pass.
down. That allowed
Formation. Player. Error. Jamar Chase. Javonte Williams. Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle. Close pass. Jets weak. Close pass.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Triangle button.
Hey, check mic 47. Check mic 47. Drop deep, drop deep.
Cross button.
Fields.
R1 button. R1 button. Square button.
Got an
Cross button.
opening Jefferson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Entering play call. J. Player. There are 9 cat. Formation. There. I form. Close. Mesh. AHB stretch. Cross button.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Entering plate. Inside zone. Formation. Player. There are Javonte Williams. Jamar Chase. Justin Field. Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase. Jets weak. Shot save clock. Jets weak. Shot save clock.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Cross button.
Throw is
Cross
Fields.
button. R1 button.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Cross button.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he can...
Entering play call. Jamar Chase. You have Hail Mary.
On the running game.
Player. There are 9. Javonte Williams. Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase. Hail Mary. Shot save block. Jets weak. Shot save block.
Unsuccessfully.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Cross button. Circle button. Circle button. Cross button.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Entering plate. Player. Formation. Special team. Sing. I form. Single back. Wing tight. Sluggo seam. Mesh. 26. Puff lard. AHD stretch.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Cross button.
A give to Williams.
R2 button.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3.
Entering play call. Wing tight. There are 9 categories. Formation. There are 9. I form.
Not a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1.
Close. There. Mesh.
To get the 2nd.
Drag wheel. AHD sweep. Flanker drive. AHD leg dive.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
cross button,
Williams again.
R2 button.
Into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Reed returning. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 4. Now Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Running on first down, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Darnold completes it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 40.
Entering play call, normal. There are 4 categories. You have 27 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Can't do that.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To throw is Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. Hit as he throws there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Darnold. This is caught. And inside the 5 here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Enough leads to a 4th and goal.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, it's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
R2 button.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HP mid-draw is selected.
Is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Cross button. Triangle button. R1 button.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Byron Coward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this.
Entering AHD dive. AHD power O. Inside zone.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They don't want to repeat
R2 button. R2 button.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 6 options. On plan, there are 9. Player, there are 9. Formation, there are concept, keep, media, quick, up, run, screen, play action, do, there, pass print HD flat, red.
A final shot before the
Circle
break.
button. Square button. Circle button. Circle button.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jameis Winston leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they've got the lead over the visiting L.A. Rams as that one's gone to halftime. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they've had their way running the football well over 100 yards already as a team with 2 more quarters to come. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too have had a lot of success running the football as both of these teams have really used their offensive lines to great advantage.
Entering gauntlet, run out, throw it short, throw it medium, throw it key.
Back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Defend out, defend short, defend medium, pass. Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
R2 button.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground.
Entering play call, there are 2 categories. Concept, there are 9. Play type, there are 9. Concept, formation, there are player, there are 9. On plan, there are 6. On plan, throw it, putty seam, close across.
License to take some shots downfield.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Bring it.
Off play action.
Cross
Fields.
button, triangle button,
Complete. Jefferson the
button
turn.
button.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into.
Entering play call, putty seam,
Down and finish this one off.
flood, putty, close across.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A play fake, now Fields.
Circle button.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed
Entering play call, on plan, player, there are 9. Formation, I form, scroll, weak, pistol, concept,
Check the
screen
next
pass,
stats.
run,
You see,
option,
just little
quick
time
pass,
to do anything with the football
stick.
there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
cross button,
Try after
square
the
button,
sack.
cross button,
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him an
entering,
opportunity to
stick,
convert on 3rd down.
stick, Panther stick.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Triangle button. Cross button. Triangle button. Cross button. Cross button.
Ends of dwelling. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And now, let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
The play fake, and it's Darnold.
That's complete to his running back, Carter.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Darnold. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 7 yards, the pick.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He did a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Well, I guess that's one way to slow him down. Try to grab him by the face mask.
Well, nothing else seems to have worked because he certainly had his way running the football in this one.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here is Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Coming up and making the big-time play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he only manages a couple here, down to about...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So no real weather issues, anything of that nature to speak of. But that's now 2 missed field goals here so far.
And not to use this as an excuse, but I will say it is a little bit different kicking outdoors than it is in a dome.
Sure.
You can fall in love with perfect footing, no breeze whatsoever. I doubt that had too big of an impact, but you never know.
Entering play call, coach suggestion. On plan, player, there are 9. Formation, goal line, Hail Mary, special, single, I-form, single back, wing top, slugosium, mesh, slugosium, quick slant, AHD stretch.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up
R2
front.
button.
You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity.
Entering play call, AHB zone W26 duo, AHB zone WK, AHB stretch, quick slant,
That leverage on
slugosium.
Check, 47. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Hey, check tight end. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Williams going to get it again on.
Cross button.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Entering 26 AHB zone dub, flood, Pagu left, AHB quick slant.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon.
Cross button.
Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Entering AHB zone WK.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let him know. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Cross button.
Now
R1 button.
of the game. Here's Williams. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard. Down at the
Entering play call, wing tight, formation, there are 9 categories, player, there are 9, Justin Fields, Pat Fryermuth, Jalen Samuels, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle, close passail.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Oh, damn, close 6 more.
R1 button,
To throw.
R1 button, R1 button, R1 button,
Finding room to the
R2 button.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Entering play call, player, there are 9, formation, there are 9, special team, single back, Wing, there are, Y stick. Close puck, sluggo seam.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 53's the mark. 53.
Cross cutting.
Now a first down.
Square cutting.
Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this runs down.
Entering play call. Formation. Player. There are 9. Jaganti Williams.
Down.
John Marchese.
But it looked like even if he...
John Marchese. You have jet sweep.
I think there was
Shot save block. Jet sweep.
Perfectly defense.
Dig end up. Padu.
Those guys on the other
Dig
side
end up.
get paid too.
2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Both sevens the mic. Both sevens the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On the Jets sweep. Chase. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Entering play call. Player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. Cat. Concept. There are 9. Medium. Deep pass. Medium. Quick pass.
Diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it
Stick.
down.
There are stick. 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 Panther stick. Stick.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Defense all day. All day. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
R1 button.
It's now to throw.
Cross button. Cross button.
And he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Entering play call. Coach. Gun plan. There. Player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. Cat. Concept. Arch. Run. Screen. Play action. Do. Padu.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Cross button.
Action. It's Fields.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes you throw...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. That time, a 9-play drive. And Carolina scores to...
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You give
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 20.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff, it's Eckler. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is caught, but he will come.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A shooter in basketball just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Damon Harrison, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to count.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Darnold. Short throw to Disley. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning
entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
You just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
R2 button.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he?
Entering play call, coach suggests
On the end zone.
AHP off tackle.
It's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Triangle button. Triangle button. R2 button.
Side taken in by Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 mesh spot. Inside zone.
Backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Triangle button. Triangle button. R2 button.
Side complete to Chase. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed.
Entering play call, bunch trail. AHP off tackle.
2nd down and 7. They'll fake the handoff.
Triangle button. Cross button.
He's got it to Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 3 options. On plan, there are 9 player. There are 9 cat formation. I formed.
I think we both thought
Close. Mesh.
in the passing game.
AHP stretch.
See if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Entering play call, mesh. AHP stretch. Inside zone. AHP stretch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time.
Entering play clock. Inside zone. Flanker drive.
And if you have
AHP led dive.
you can't score.
Flanker drive.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Entering play call, close, there are 3. Formation, there are 9. Concept, there are 9 categories. Formation, player, there are 9 formation, concept, keep pass, media, keep pass. Play type, there are pass. Personnel, there are 9 categories, there are 6 subcategories. Option is set to plus well plays. You have 9 options. 2 RB bar 1 T bar 2 WR is selected. Entering play call, Formation, there player, there are 9 formation, there are 9 concept, keep pass, medium pass. Play type, there are keep, meet, opt, run, screen, play action, do, red.
2nd and 20.
Double dog, that's the way. 4-7's a mic, 4-7's a mic. Squeeze, double.
Another try after the first down.
Square button,
Field.
triangle button, circle button, triangle button.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting.
Entering play call, Padu left. Concept, there, formation, there are 9 categories. Concept, keep pass. Switch AHDN, shallow, potassium. Shallow cross.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Cross button.
Here's Field.
Triangle button. R1 button.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Bring up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted by Jordan Poyer. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Entering flood switch. 94 well mesh. Inside zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Yeah, I got you.
R1 button.
Now it's Field.
Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. Square button.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestion. On plan, there are 9 player, there are 9 formation, pistol. Weak, strong. I4, single back, wing top, Slugosium. Nesh. Slugosium.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll hand it off to Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense.
Entering play call. 26U. Works drag.
So what's your philosophy?
Formation. There are 9. I form.
A team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so,
Close.
you
There.
might want to go and run it anyway.
Drag wheel.
Strength.
Inside zone. Flanker drive. Inside zone.
Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Again, it's Williams. Bulldozes past him. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Entering play call. Gun plan. Player. There are. Formation. Concept. Media. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Pat. Do. Toss print HB flat.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Cross button.
Snap it to Fields.
Cross button. Cross button. Square button. Cross button.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Do you know what he's going to say? Why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 3 options. Return left is selected.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. On the return.
Button.
Let's go, let's go!
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable...
Entering play call. Concept. There. Play type. There are 9. Pass. Special. RP. Run. Pass. Run. Inside. AHP inside zone.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
47 is the mic.
They begin the
R1 button.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
Entering play call. Inside handoff. There. AHP inside zone. AHP dive.
Right now,
Play type. RPO.
to the
Special. Pass. Run. Inside. 26U. AHP dive.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Check. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Cross button.
They run it again with
RT
Williams.
button.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third.
Entering play call. Inside handoff. Play height. There are 9 personnel. There are 9 categories. There are 2 sub. Play height. There. Concept. Keep pass. Media. Quick pass. Formation. Special. Hail. Goal. Gun. Pistol. Weak. Strong. I form. Single gap. Wing type. Sluggo seam. Mesh. Sluggo seam.
Couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Cross button.
Now a handoff. Here's
RT button.
and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Entering play call. 26 duo. Puffler the stretch. AHP belly weak. R1 button. Cross button.
Play fake, now Fields.
Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Looking long for Thomas.
Cross button.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And Diggs has it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Quinn. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he gets this.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a nice play defensively on
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he's got his big tight end here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down at 4. A give, Eckler running to the right. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And 2 more.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On the give, this is Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Entering play call, wing tight. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Quick slant is selected. Formation. There. Concept. There. Keep pass. Media. Quick pass. Option. Run. Inside zone split.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run down some Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Joe Schobert, number 4 in the NFL in tackles last year, in to make the stop. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation.
Entering play call, inside zone. Inside zone split.
Jump front.
Zone thick jet. AHD zone WK.
Picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Cross button.
Williams going to get it again on
RT button.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the side.
Entering play call, inside zone. There are inside zone split.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Cross button.
They'll try
R1 button.
here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Entering play call, concept, play type. There are 9 personnel. There are favorites. Recent play, coach suggest on plan. Player. There are 9 formation, concept, screen, play action, do, Padu, Posprint HD flat, Pared.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Cross button.
Looks like he'll throw here.
Triangle button. Circle button. Triangle button.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Darnold on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Entering play call, 3G. We have 6 options. Command 3G is selected.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Quinn.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw is Darnold. Going for it all. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And this
entering play call, Padu left, Posprint HD, concept, screen pass, run, inside zone split. They start the drive. It's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first. Entering play call, inside zone. There are 11 categories. Inside zone split.
This drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Cross button.
Williams going to get it again. Get down. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. He's at the 30. 10.
Cross button.
Carolina. Javonte Williams. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. We have 15 options. Attempt is selected.
And turn this into a huge play.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. It's too much to handle on the other side.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
End up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5.
Post-game report player stats.
The road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.